You know, I've been a wrestling fan since I was 3 years old, and I've seen things. Where there's some good things about wrestling, bad things about wrestling, some downright ugly stuff about wrestling. But one of the beauty when it comes to wrestlings, in my opinion, is the returns and the shock factor. And a lot of companies that I watched over the years have done that tremendously, especially WWE. What they did was probably one of the best returns I have ever seen in this Triple H era, probably ever. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was yesterday's SmackDown, Friday night SmackDown in Chicago, Illinois, where AJ Lee, a woman who's one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time, everyone's favorite, female wrestler at the time she was wrestling, returned after 10 plus years. What's going on, everybody? Sean Antoine. We're back on the video. We're back on the video on the channel. And today's video is another random talk video on today's, channel, whatever. And it's a video, of course, another wrestling, random talk video I want to talk about real quick. I would love to show you guys a clip what I'm talking about through the beginning of the video, but WWE is gonna copyright my shit, and I do not want to get a fucking copyright strike on my channel, so no, thank you. But we're gonna talk about something that just happened on Friday Night SmackDown in Chicago, where basically this was John Cena's like final Friday Night SmackDown event because his tour is like coming towards the end. So we're going more likely not gonna see John Cena on Friday Night SmackDown no more. He's more likely gonna finish off his tours on Monday Night Raw, which just sucks because John Cena is a SmackDown guy, but I guess they want to get all the TKO money and the Netflix money all the way to Monday Night Raw. So business wise, you want to go spend your prescriptions on Netflix. You want to see John Cena on from the remainder of his retirement tour. You're gonna spend your Netflix money or whatever. So to watch Monday Night Raw and whatever. So yeah, that was the last SmackDown of John Cena's last SmackDown, which is unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping they'll wait until maybe towards almost the end of this year or 2025 to get his last SmackDown. But apparently they're not going to do that. They're going to straight up just basically going to put him on Monday Night Raw with behind some Netflix paywall, whatever, and call it a day. So it is what it is. Obviously, he had a match against Sami Zayn for the United States Championship because they had a little bit of a poetic, poetry, type of rivalry thing. Because you guys don't know, Sami Zayn, when he made his debut a couple years back in the main roster, he was one of the I think he was one of the very few opponents that challenged John Cena for the WWE United States Championship because at that time John Cena was the WWE United States Champion, and obviously he was doing the open challenge. You know what I'm saying? Some may argue that was probably his best run he ever did. He went up against Sami Zayn at one point, and then made his debut on the main roster. And let's just say um, it was a pretty fun match at that time. It was a really good run for John Cena. He was putting up a lot of talent. It was really good. And now here we are years later. He's doing the same thing for John Cena. And he's like, you did challenge me when I first came in the main roster. I did challenge you for the United States Championship. Now I want you to challenge me for the United States Championship. Now that I have it, so it makes sense. It's a little bit of like a memory, like down memory lane type stuff. If you follow in the whole John Cena and Sami Zayn type of matches, you know what I'm saying. And honestly, that was pretty good. And of course, they had to do this on his last Friday night SmackDown. Of course, John Cena's last Friday night SmackDown. I think after this, he will just basically be going on Monday Night Raw from here on out because his date tour, his little last match tours is like coming towards the end or whatever. So is more likely all his matches and everything he's gonna be doing promo wise is gonna be happening on Monday night. So if you're one of those people that got Netflix descriptions, great, awesome. Yeah. Besides that though, that's pretty much it on that one, and that was a pretty good match. You know what I'm saying? And then Brock Lesnar came involved, and yeah, he literally F5'd John Cena, and we haven't seen him in months. Well, a couple weeks after he literally F5'd John Cena at SummerSlam of 2025. He now do it again, not once but twice, and obviously he's challenging John Cena at WrestlePalooza, which is a ESPN, PLE show that's gonna be happening on September 20th, 2025. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess the cards are stacked right now. I believe so. So I'll probably link the description of the whole WrestlePalooza card, whatever, for ESPN. You know what I'm saying? That's a all the PLEs from WWE's PLEs will be moving towards ESPN. I think that's going to be happening next year, I believe, or 2 years. I think next year all the PLEs will be moving into ESPN for here on out, and it's gonna be on ESPN Plus. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on that whole thing. Of course, that's gonna be happening next year. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. So, um, but hey, though, I guess, you know, I guess we're gonna be seeing John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, and we don't get no reason why Brock Lesnar F5, John Cena, whatever. But I mean, hey, it is the way it is. We're gonna get John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, and as a John Cena fan, this gives me nightmares because I do not want to go back in 2011-12 when Brock Lesnar made his big return to WWE after all these years and F5 John Cena, and now he's doing the same shit again. Well, hopefully John Cena wins this one, beat Brock Lesnar, but if he doesn't, then well, Beast incarnate, awesome. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, that happens. A great match by Sami Zayn. Shout out to him. Really good matchup. Hopefully he does do good on his reign as the United States champion. You know what I'm saying? Do some open challenges, whatever, on SmackDown. It's kind of a great thing. He's giving that memory back when he first going up against John Cena and he fought against him. And he was the challenger, and John Cena was held in the United States Championship at the time, and he had to fight him on his debut match on the main roster, which is pretty cool. The whole storytelling on that one's pretty good. Um, I'll link all of those down below in the description. Everything that's happened on Friday Night SmackDown in Chicago. John Cena's final SmackDown and all that. Um, John Cena also talked about the fact that he had a lot of memories in Chicago. Of course, the infamous Chicago CM Punk versus John Cena infamous Money in the Bank match. That was probably the best like match between these two I've ever seen. Well, that and the Monday Night Raw match they had when he was going against The Rock for the second time. You know what I'm saying? They had a match beforehand and it was pretty good. Probably better than the Money in the Bank one. I would probably make the argument. It was pretty good though. Like they were pulling off some crazy ass moves. But besides that though, yeah, that was pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And we're going to be seeing Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at WrestlePalooza on September 20th, 2025. I don't know what they're going to do with Sami Zayn, but whatever he's going to do, he's probably going to go. He's probably going to go get Solo Sikoa, I guess. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. They basically buried my nigga Solo Sikoa with his fucking dumbass fucking freaking goons of a freaking bloodline. I don't even call them a bloodline. I would call them NPCs because they're bunch of jobbers. But let me not get to that one. They're doing my boy dirty. He deserved better. He deserved better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. So yeah, that's that. And then there was the rest of the matches that I don't care much about. Um, I guess Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton going against each other, which that's going to be an interesting match. That's going to probably happen on WrestlePalooza. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And we're going to go into I guess, the main event, the meat and potatoes here, the thumbnail that speaks on everything. Yes, AJ Lee is back after 10 plus years. She has wrestled since I was like 15 years old. And from the looks of it, she's still the same Harley Quinn, Gwen, the Spider-Man girl that we all know and love. She still got the same old outfits with the little spider little thing she going on with her abs going on. Like she's in shape despite her age. Like seriously, she's in shape. Like and that's pretty cool, man. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, she look a lot bit more older. That's because she's like what 38 years old. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could tell about her age, but like, man, yeah, if you compare her with her younger self to now, it really doesn't make a difference. So the fact that she's back like she was back then and she is right now, nothing changed. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty awesome. I really wish CM Punk would go back to his age when before he cut off his hair, but unfortunately, he ain't the same CM Punk when we know and love. He's getting older, and the gray hair and all that would tell you otherwise. But hey, AJ Lee staying fit. She's back, and she went out there did her thing, and obviously, Seth Rollins trolling the whole crowd of Chicago. Becky's in the ring as usual, and basically trying to get to the face of CM Punk. When CM Punk came into the ring, he's trying to make Becky understand. Listen, this has nothing to do with you. It's between me and your coward ass husband, which is Seth Rollins. And he's not going in there and defending himself, not coming in the ring and fight me. He cost me a championship. I'm willing to give you a pass, even though I'm not gonna lie, CM Punk, you should just GTS Becky Lynch and call it a day. But WWE don't allow that shit. I really wish we had more shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a women need to get beat by a man every single night. I'm saying there needs to be some consequences towards Becky Lynch because Becky, what she did, she made CM Punk look like a damn bitch. I'm gonna keep a buck with you. And that Monday Night Raw when she went in that ring, she slapped him, nose picked him, like treat him like he a goddamn child, like he couldn't do nothing. And I know for a fact he want to do something. I know that rage was going into him. I know he want to go back and be in that rage, seducing CM Punk. But yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen. But hey, listen. It does lead to something better too as well because a lot of people are saying AJ Lee could potentially be coming back. At first I was skeptical about this one because we haven't got no news or information about AJ Lee potentially coming back because she's been gone for wrestling for so long. Mind you, she didn't get injured. She never had an altered career injury that killed her career. She never had no bad issues with WWE. She just disappeared and left the whole company, retired to go do something else. In her life. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? She disappeared off the face of this earth as she should, because let's be real, you know what I'm saying? She did everything she could in that company. What else can she do? She was with she carried the whole divas behind her back before this whole entire, movement that's going around. You know what I'm saying? The what was the movement that was called? I guess it was called it was the Four Horsemen movement when Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Becky and then somebody else. Who was the fourth? It was the treat women's wrestling better because at that time wrestling for women was so strict. Like they only get like one show, one match per like show, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was something like that. It was like a movement type stuff that featured Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and then it was somebody fucking else. Oh yeah, yes, I said Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and oh yeah, Paige. I forgot about that. No wait, not Paige. Yeah, Paige was part of it. But there was somebody else though too as well. Was part of it too as well. There was the Four Horsewoman. I forgot though, but I'm saying that was way before all that. AJ Lee was just one of the very few people in her division, in the Divas division at the time. You know what I'm saying? They weren't getting treated as right compared to what it is right now. So the fact that she paid away to these women, to basically wrestle more on this show than less, I have nothing respect for those women, those divas that came before, all the four horsewomen and afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because they was trying to get women on the map more often. So great, you know what I'm saying? But all this time back to AJ Lee, she's back. Obviously, her Steam saw popped. I'm not gonna lie, I skipped around like a child. I mean, I'm 25 years old. I can't help it. AJ Lee was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. I was like literally like a fan of hers. She was like one of those chicks you don't want to fuck with if you get on a bad side. And I did that. And also just like CM Punk said, he did crazy chicks. AJ Lee is a crazy chick, but that's because you get on her bad side. Then she gonna start turning to a goddamn demon and beat your ass. But that's not here, that's not there. So obviously, AJ Lee comes back, or theme song comes back, everyone's going wild. Everyone's going wild. Everyone's going wild. Like how Brock Lesnar made his return back in SummerSlam 2025. Everyone was going crazy. This one is probably even better because everyone's going even more crazy because we haven't seen this girl. No, I'm sorry, women. We haven't seen this woman AJ Lee wrestle in over 10 years. It's been 10 years since she's been gone. Literally, like I said before, no injuries, no career threat injuries, no sickness. She literally disappeared and was gone for for quite a long time. And the fact that she is back, yeah, it's pretty cool. So she came back, beat the crap out of Becky. Becky was confused, like, "What the hell you doing here?" Well, she's back, duh. You beat her husband up. You smacked him around like he was a damn bitch, like he was a damn child. Well, you think she's not gonna come back and defend her husband? It makes sense. It makes sense. I couldn't imagine anybody else that was stuck up, for Punk. You know what I'm saying? Many people would have done that, but let's be real. AJ Lee was the perfect one because that's her husband you smacked. You think she won't fight back? She will. After all, she's a crazy chick. You know what I'm saying? So let's not take that away. But anyway, besides that though, um, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. And then Seth Rollins and Becky fall back. And AJ Lee and CM Punk had their moments in the ring, you know what I'm saying, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'll link all of that in the description. I would love to show you guys clips of it, but WWE gonna copyright strike that bitch. So I don't want my channel to get ruined. You know what I'm saying? I worked too hard for this channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. Which leads me to believe we're more likely gonna get a mixed tag match between Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins versus CM Punk and AJ Lee at WrestlePalooza, which is the ESPN PLE. That's going to be happening probably at September 20th, 2025 this year. So if you're one of those people that got ESPN, description, whatever, you can go watch that WrestlePalooza and all type of stuff. The card looking stacked. It seemed like WWE is trying to impress the ESPN people to get in the card stacked, and so far the card looking pretty good. It's just that the only thing that I'm an issue is how will the match pan out. We'll wait and see. Honestly, and what's going to be leading up to WrestlePalooza. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting. This is only going to be like a one night, event in WrestlePalooza. You know what I'm saying? And so far, we got John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Which, as a John Cena fan, I am completely nervous. Just pray for John. That's all I can say. But then we got AJ Lee, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Pretty interesting card stacked, and it's pretty interesting, way to get her to come back after 10 plus years. Honestly, I'm rejoiced. I'm happy. And I've skipped around too as well. My fat ass was skipping around all the type of stuff. I'm sorry, I can't help it. AJ Lee's back. Like, we've been praying for this to happen. We've been wanting this to happen. We've been wondering why she left. There were so many questions of what happened, AJ. Why she leave? What's going on? But it turns out she probably just had enough of wrestling and wanted to do her own thing, which is understandable. But man, it just felt good for her to come back. It was awesome, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty good and interesting. Also, on top of this too as well, she did hold up that women's intercontinental championship. So you know what that means, right? Potentially, we're going to get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the WWE's Women's Intercontinental Championship. That's going to be huge. That's all. That's like, I can picture AJ Lee being a champion right the fuck now. I can even picture being a women's world champion right now. WWE's women's champion right now. No offense to the ladies who are currently hold the championships, but AJ Lee, she fits right here in this era to become a champion in any type of championship that the women's championship they have to offer. Like I said, a women's world heavyweight championship, I'm down with that. WWE's Women's Championship, I'm down with that. Hell, I'm down with that. I'm down with her winning the Rumble next year, which is going to take place in Saudi Arabia. Give me a fucking break. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, she's back. Awesome. AJ Lee's back after 10 plus years. We all prayed. We got answered. Now let's see what WWE is going to be cooking from here. And awesome. So AJ Lee came back, and I'm happy for it. Our crazy chick is back. Rejoice. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I honestly don't got nothing else to say, man. It's unfortunately this will be John Cena's final SmackDown, so his entire run will be on Raw and all that, and then the rest of the pay-per-views afterwards for the remainder of 2025. So that's that. It's unfortunate, but hey, his run is almost coming towards the end, so I'm not ready for it. But at the same time, I gotta be ready for it because I'm gonna need a lot of tissues and I'm gonna need a lot of crying right now because once he retires, I might have to. I might need to get some tissues or buy some tissue out from the store, whatever. Because I'm not ready for it, but I gotta be ready for it. But until then, let's enjoy it while we can for John Cena. But also AJ Lee's here, so she's already thinking about fighting Becky Lynch for the WWE's Women's Intercontinental Championship, and Seth needs to go after Seth Rollins. hopefully, maybe it'll end at some point. I think I'm gonna predict this right now. I think the rivalry between Seth Rollins and CM Punk will end after the WrestleMania we have next year in 2026. So, which by the way is gonna happen in Vegas. Of course, the money shit for TKO and wrestling shit, you know what I'm saying? And of course, let's not forget WrestlePalooza with the whole money shit with TKO. I don't even know if the tickets sold out though, but if y'all don't notice, the ticket price have gone up WWE recently, and oh man, if WrestlePalooza don't have a sold out ticket and they're trying to they're trying to impress ESPN with this shit, whatever. But anyways, that's why a lot of people VPN and shit. But anyways, besides that though, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing else to say. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment sections down below how you feel about AJ Lee returning to WWE after 10 plus years. Rejoice. Our crazy chick's back. The Harley Quinn girl, y'all say that she is, and the Gwen Spider Man. I'm a Spider Girl, so the Gwen the Spider Girl, back too. But I like her, call her a crazy chick because CM Punk said she did crazy chicks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about AJ Lee returning. And I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all watching. And as always, take care. I'm out. Peace.